We have a couple of changes in the starting lineups for Est Cola and Farm Fresh. For the Foxies, there will be no Trisha Tubu to begin things for them. Lai Bertolano is in, and Riza Cruz is back for the Foxies in this matchup. And the other end, jersey number 19 for Est Cola will begin things as an opposite spiker. She goes by the nickname of Papachaya, having replaced yesterday's starting opposite spiker in jersey number 9, who goes by the name of Ice. So let's see if this formula can actually work for these two squads. We're still looking for their first victory in the conference.
That's right, and we know this Est Cola team. Both teams are actually young squads, so whoever gets this a good start for this set will probably have a good game for today.
We do thank you for joining us. This is Mix Gomez alongside Paneng Ticonix-Warter and Kyla Castillo for our PVL Invitational Conference that will only extend up until Thursday. So the sense of urgency is definitely there for these two squads. Later on, Signal HD will challenge our Reinforced Conference champions, the Creamline Cool Smashers. As it seems like we have clarification as to the libero who should be on the court for Est Cola.
Yeah, because sometimes both the squads or teams, they have two liberos, pero pareho silang ginagamit sa isang set.
So right now, it's jersey number 1, Uy, for Est Cola beginning things. Received by Bertolano, pushed to the open. Tamaro had to hang in the air, and here's the counter. Nice block by Tagsip. Fern sending it to the back. Tamaru blocked.
Yeah, that was a good block by Sassy, the middle blocker of Est Cola. Good guard there in the cross court of the attack of Tamaro.
Sassy had 4 points yesterday, including 1 block to her name. As now the starting setter of Est Cola will serve. That goes inside for Nui. Tamaro again, straight to the back, dug up by Ice. It's Fern, down the line target, read well. Tagsip, down it goes.
That was a good drop ball right in the middle, donut hole of the defense of the Est Cola squad.
Good find to the third leading scorer of Farm Fresh coming into this matchup in Kyle Tagsip, who had 4 in their previous game versus Signal HD. Combination play, that's a good block by Kyle.
Yeah, that was back-to-back points from Kyle. Ang ganda dahil one-on-one na lang sila dito. She's only, wala nang sumama sa kanya na mag-block there in the middle, but she was able to read that middle attack well.
That's the third block of Tagsip in this conference. She's had 1 in her first 2 games, each at that, as Tamaru will score off the block.
Off the block from Fern, the outside hitter, but now on the opposite side of the Est Cola squad. Take a look at that last sequence.
That's good to see from Asaka Tamaru, because there was actually a question mark as to whether or not she will be able to play in this game. She has been under the weather recently, but she seems good to go. Same goes for the attacker of Est Cola who just scored. There's 2 serving 3, with Fern doing the honors, the top scorer of Est Cola in their campaign so far. Also number 3 in the league in that category. Sharp serve. It's Caitlin Viray trying to place the ball. She wasn't able to score. Counter with Papachaya. Rally continues. Viray, comfortable side, dug up. It's Ice. Read well by Bertolano.
Oh, tight
That's
set.
tight, yep. A chance for Est Cola. Nui, back set, Papachaya. Met by Tagsip. Longest rally so far. Nui onto the middle. Great floor defense by Louis Romero. Cross court hit, still read by Est Cola. Ice at the net, returned. They send it to the right. Papachaya, touch or not.
There was no block touch as per our first referee, but I think the coaches of Est Cola will challenge that.
After all, sayang naman yung effort nila in that very long rally.
Long rallying, credit to both squads for having good coverage. Ang ganda ng block nila, but dahil sa coverage nila, nabubuhay yung bola na kukuha nila sa ilalim.
So it's an early challenge for us. 5 points up in this game. But we did break down the sense of urgency for these two teams who are still looking for their first victory. This is the most golden opportunity, if you think about it, for them to get that W. Let's see. Look clean, yeah.
Yeah. No block touch, unsuccessful challenge. So the point will stay with the Farm Fresh Foxies. A 2-point advantage here for their squad.
Tamaru will do the honors. Last year's most valuable player in the Invitational Conference. That's outside. It was wide.
Yep.
And now let's also send it wide onto our courtside reporter, Kyla Castillo.
All right, Mix. Now, sometimes all you need is classical music to start your day right. Well, at least that's the case for Pierre Abellana. Kwento sa akin ng 22-year-old open hitter from Uste. She mentally prepares herself by trying not to think too much during game days. Recently, she started for the Farm Fresh Foxies at sabi niya sobrang na-miss niya raw ang pakiramdam matawag ang kanyang name bilang starter. She said that she's really grateful for the trust that Coach Shota gives her. Mix and Paneng, a lot of young, passionate athletes come here in the PVL wanting to make a name for themselves. And for Pierre, she wants to be remembered for one thing, ang kanyang tapang. Get to know more about our PVL stars. Download the Pilipinas Live app now for only 149 pesos per month. Back to you, Mix and Paneng.
We are looking forward to witnessing the greatness once again of Pierre Abellana later on. And that's a good point because even in her USD days, she came off the bench a lot for Coach Kung Fu.
Yeah, as long as mabigyan ka ng chance ng yung coaches to play for your squad, kahit coming off from the bench, you have to give your all and play well for the squad.
Now she will have to trust her starters as that service sailed outside. Oh no, it was actually in. And yes, we do have a challenge as it did look close.
Yeah, it did look outside, but who knows, diba, sobrang kung lapit lang sa line na yon, it will be called inside.
So we already have our second challenge for today.
Early challenges for
Yes.
this set.
You never know, that might just spell the difference later on. And Est Cola would know about that because they lost by 2 points twice yesterday against the Signal HD Spikers. Those were two of their 3 best sets so far in our conference. Of course, included in the list is their lone set win versus Kurashige Blaze. On the other hand, for Farm Fresh, it was a tough loss versus Signal HD. They scored their conference low 10 points in set number 2 in that matchup. As that ball,
It's outside, so the successful challenge for the Farm Fresh, or the point will stay.
it is 6-4 in favor of the local squad. Caitlin Viray will be doing the honors. That goes inside straight onto Uy de Libero. Ice going cross. No more save by Bertolano.
Medyo mababa yung defense na yon, kaya mahirap kuhanin yun for a second touch.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin, ang pasalubong ng bayan. Got a feel for Lai Bertolano as well. It's just right there with Michael La Rosa. Service outside for Ice.
Back-to-back service errors for the squad of Est Cola. So 3 points given to
Oh, there
Farm
you
Fresh.
go. We have another challenge.
Oh,
And this would be
second.
the second
Yeah.
of Est Cola. The first one was unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful, yeah. So ito na lang yung natitira na nila na challenge. If successful to, they will still have one more. They will retain one more challenge that they can use for the rest of the set. But unsuccessful, wala na silang matitira for this set.
This is like a wake-up call to everybody here inside the Mo Arena that we are taking this very seriously, this matchup. 6-5 in set number 1.
Yeah, because this is an important match for both squads. Farm Fresh still has a game on Wednesday against the Cool Smashers, but this is the last game for Est Cola. So if they win this match, they still have a chance to play for the bronze medal, but it depends on the results of the game of Farm Fresh.
Oh, that was tight. But it was out. Est Cola was celebrating already as they saw the replay. unfortunately, it's their second unsuccessful challenge. But we pointed this out yesterday, Paning. You can really sense the joy
Yeah.
from this team.
Oo, yun na nga nasabi ng coach nila during the interview or report ni Kyla na as much as possible, they just want to enjoy the game. And this is a young squad. And they will learn a lot from this tournament.
It's a service ace, though, for Lai Bertolano, who's already ready to serve once more. But it will have to happen later on as we head on to our first technical timeout. We'd like to greet a happy birthday to Miss Kiara Cruz, the team manager of the Farm Fresh Foxies. Glad to have her with us here inside the SM Mall of Asia Arena.
Still serving for Farm Fresh, Eliza.
And I'm sure she wants a victory for her squad on her birthday.
That's true. But hindi lang si Miss Kiara ang may birthday ngayon. Also my partner, Mix Gomez. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Pareng. Glad to be working with you once again and the PVL team, as that is a beautiful drop by the middle blocker of Est Cola, who is actually their second leading scorer in their conference so far in piano. Piano entered this matchup with 23 total points across 3 matches. That service goes in for her. Romero goes quick. Nice placement by Riza Cruz.
Usually, hindi mo na kailangan paluin na malakas as long as you have that good placement in the drop ball. Easy point for your squad.
Riza Cruz, it's good to have her back. She has missed a couple of games here and there from the Invitational Conference onto the Reinforced Conference as that service sailed outside for her. Cruz will take a breather. The lead is 2. Back with a full front line for Est Cola. Nui will send that ball outside. That's what, number 3?
Number 3 so far.
So it's 3 service errors from 3 players.
10-7 for the Foxies. Serving Louis Romero.
A 3-point advantage for Louis Romero and company. At the middle, nice rejection by Tagsip. Fern.
Oh,
that goes through.
Yeah, no coverage for the side of Farm Fresh Foxies. Sayang dahil napabagal na no blockers nila yung bola. And medyo mataas yung touch na yon, but no one was there to get it.
Miscue for the orange shirts, leading on to the second point of Fern. Romero, back set onto Tamaru. Dug up. There's a push to the right. Papachaya. Good defense by Bertolano. Viray, that's tight. And she was able to outsmart her defenders.
Yep, that's right. But the libero of Est Cola was too far for the defense. If you take a look at this replay, good placement here at the back of her blockers, and no one was there to get it.
That's the first point of Caitlin Viray. Feeling very comfortable at that opposite spiker position for Farm Fresh. A slide that doesn't work. And here's the counter by Kate. Dug up by Uy. Back row hit for Fern. The meta was there. Viray.
Oh,
That was short.
Yep, it hit the antenna. Automatic point for Est Cola.
9 serving 11.
It's looking tight. The biggest lead is 3 so far in this matchup. This was actually the story yesterday between Est Cola and Signal HD. Can they actually finish things off at the latter part of the set? Valerio can send it back to the middle. Bertolano attacking.
Good adjustment from her.
Ice going cross.
Corner pot, 1-1.
Ice using the hands of her blockers to score that point. Kanina, tatlo yung lamang ng Farm Fresh, and now they only need 1 point to tie things up.
The Thai team did have the advantage just for a while at the start of this matchup by 1 point. Attack from the middle. And Tagsip found an opening at zone 1.
A good height and that quick attack. Good first ball.
That's the 3rd point of April. Kyle Tagsip was the leading scorer of Farm Fresh so far. Ball up by Fern. Push to the open. Ice down the line.
Corner pot, 1-1.
Take a look at that open hit again from Ice. And so far, she's been scoring a lot of points for their squad now. And they're keeping this 1 point deficit.
Service outside again. So that's number 4 for Est Cola.
Sayang sila yung naghahabol, but pag nasa service area sila, nakaka-commit sila ng errors.
Check that. That was already service error number 5 for them. And 2 coming from Papachaya, as there's a double sub for Farm Fresh.
That's Ange Legashon, second setter for the Foxies, and Trisha Tubo is already in the court.
Tubu enters this game having scored 15 in the first 2 matches this conference.
Block point for
That's a block point for them.
Yep. I think it was courtesy of Trisha Tubo off the bench. Let's take a look at that again.
Some good contribution early in this matchup. It is now 14-11. We have a timeout.
นิดนึงไอ้ไม่เป็นไรแก้ไขได้เท่าไหร่แล้วเปลี่ยนมาทีละแต้มได้พี่ไอ้ไปวอร์มไอ้ไปวอร์มเป็นมาคนแรกก่อนช้าได้ค่ะเมื่อกี้ไอ้ทับเอ็กใช่ไหมใช่ค่ะเลยทับเอ็กไอ้นี่ทับเอ็กใช่ไหมใช่ค่ะมันคนแรกก็ไม่เข้าคนแรกไม่เข้าเพราะจ่ายหลักปุ๊บมันเลยบล็อกมารับอยู่หลังใช่ไหมยิงให้สุดนะถ้าสมมติว่าหนูจะเล่นวายหนูก็ยิงให้สุดอย่างน้อยๆมันยังมีมุมตีให้ตีทัดแต่ถ้าทับเอ็กไม่เป็นไรเมื่อกี้ไม่เป็นไรมันถือว่าโอเคบอลแรกมันไม่เข้าไม่ตีบอลเลย
Before this game, Kyla mentioned to us that there is some sort of management going on in terms of the emotions, the enjoyment of the players and coaches of Est Cola, which was very interesting to me because yesterday, at least to us, ang dating nung enjoyment nila para sa amin, yun talaga ang kanilang number 1 weapon. You know, they come to the game with that nothing to lose attitude, but let's see if they can actually, you know, manage it onto the perfect level into this matchup.
That's right. And minsan, based from experience, pag sobra-sobra ka naman sa enjoyment, nawawala ka sa focus eh. So maybe ganun din yung sinasabi ng mga coaches ng Est Cola.
Again, this Est Cola team is a composition of under 21, under 19, under 16 players of Thailand. Ange Legashon, service inside. There's a touch.
No, it was a violation because their setter, si Kaki, is in the back row. So because of that infraction, second technical timeout for Farm Fresh Foxies.
Back inside the MOA Arena in Pasay City. The score now is 16-11 in set number 1, following the violation committed by the setter of Est Cola in Kaki because she jumped, as Maning mentioned. You can't do that when you're coming from the back row.
Because there was also a double substitution for the side of Est Cola.
Serving for Farm Fresh, Ange Legasyon.
So Ange Legasyon will continue to serve. This is now the biggest lead in this matchup for the Foxies. Medyo nanlamig si Ange off of the timeout.
But still, they have this 4-point advantage. So they might want to take care of this.
It hasn't been the cleanest of sets in terms of services from both ends. We've seen a total of 8 service errors so far. Trisha Tubu, a monstrous hit.
Oh, yan, nahirapan doon si Kaki. Dahil ang dikit sa net nung defense ng libero nila.
17-12 for Farm Fresh.
And Kaki is the very young setter of Est Cola, as Kyla shared to us before this game. She's 16
years old, yeah. Better first ball.
That's in.
Yep, that's in. It worked for Est Cola. Much needed point for their squad. So that's Piano for quick attack. Take a look at that. Only one blocker in front of her, but she was still able to target the corner zone of Farm Fresh Foxies.
That trims the lead down to 4. Valerio with the first ball. Legasyon, back set onto Trisha. Blocked. Oh, it's a double contact, obviously.
Clearly, it was.
And it's a usual struggle for middle blockers.
14 serving 17.
Well, maybe not just the middle blockers. Pag hindi ka ready to set, lalo na pag magba-back set ka, so medyo mas challenging yon compared to front set.
Tubu. There's the redemption for Farm Fresh. First point for Trisha Tubu in this game.
For Farm Fresh.
Yan, mas madaling set na yan mula kay Ange Legasyon. Although she was fading away.
Now serving for the Foxies, Pierre.
Nakapag-adjust pa doon si Trisha Tubu for that attack.
This is Pierre Abellana. Now in the game, service error. Kyla reported about her. Gusto niya may pakita ang kanyang tapang dito sa PVL.
15 serving 18.
She will have to rest up once
Yeah, medyo malamig pa siya from the bench.
And I hope that service error won't mess with her mind moving forward.
Oh, back-to-back 3 points. So kanina 4 points yung lamang nitong Farm Fresh. But now, 2 points na lang ang kailangan ng Est Cola to tie things up.
That's the first service ace for Est Cola in this game. Legasyon going to Tamaru. Dug up by Ice.
Oh, another chance here for Est Cola.
He sent it to the middle. Read well by Legasyon. Delerio will send it to Trisha. And that was outside.
Ball out.
Yeah, too much of an angle, no block touch.
We have a challenge from Farm Fresh for block touch.
Okay. Challenge number 4 in set number 1.
The coaches will challenge that call because maybe they saw that there's a block touch or masyadong manipis yung daan ng bola ni Trisha Tubu na baka naman nga magkaroon ng block touch. Eh, kailangan nila yung point na ito.
We did break down that the lead was 5 already a while ago. Now it's at 18-16. And remember, the first challenge of Farm Fresh was successful. They do have some cushion regarding that. Wait for the replay in terms of that block touch, as everybody else is as well here in the MOA Arena. Later on, the Signal HD Spikers will go up against the Creamline Pool Smashers, 2 undefeated teams so far in the Invitational Conference. It's clean.
Yep. Unsuccessful challenge by Coach Sato.
To Est Cola.
So that means they still have 1. because their first challenge was successful, and this one is not.
Tamaru with the first ball. Nice dig. That's by Ink, the libero of Est Cola. Counter with Trisha. Dug up by Ice, and it's Fern. Challenged by two defenders at the net. Legacion.
Good
Tamaru
set.
again. Tried to drop it. Unable to do so. Chance ball, Farm Fresh. Legacion, combination, Tubu. The rally continues, down the line target. Trisha Tubu again. How about that floor defense by Ink? Back row for Ice. Dug up by Ange. Delerio. Tubu, cross court, and that's gonna go out.
A long rally, and it ended with that opposite attack by Trish Tubu. Again, good defense from both squads.
Re-entering the game for Farm Fresh, number 17.
Take a look at that defense from Legacion, and a finish from Trisha Tubu. That sailed outside.
Cola, number 19 from Machaya Pontam.
That restores the lead up to 2 points for Caitlin Viray and company. The double sub is back for Farm Fresh with Kate and their captain, Louis Romero. Louis serves, received by Fern. Combination push by Papachaya. The counter will come from Kate. Blocked. Coverage by
coverage.
Louis. Tamaru from the left side. That went outside.
Yeah, too much of an angle, but that was a good intention from Tamaru. Parang medyo na-late siya ng pihit ng katawan niya sa ere for that down-the-line attack.
Warisara Sitalon.
The blockers were already present for Est Cola, as now Fern is present at the service line to try to tie this ball game up. Dario, not the best of receives.
A chance here for Est Cola.
Out of time for Nui. Back set onto Papachaya.
Sharp cross court by Papachaya. One of the go-to hitters for Est Cola. Take a look at that again. A fast set on the back. Hindi na nakasabay yung middle blocker ng Farm Fresh. Kaya ang laki nung space na yun on the cross court.
Wasn't that their cleanest attack so far?
Yep, so far.
Fern setting it in. So we had to chase that ball. It's Tamaru to counter straight onto zone 1.
Yep, that was inside. 1 point advantage here by the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Nice adjustment by Tamaru. It is 20-19. Tamaru is now at the back row. Service inside. Straight on to Uy. Back set, Papachaya. Blocked. Good coverage by Fern. Papachaya again. Tried to go for less power, and that went short.
No block touch. It didn't go over the net.
21-19 Farm
So a
Fresh.
2-point advantage here back to the Farm Fresh Foxies. But a timeout called
Timeout, Est Cola.
by Est Cola.
หนูเป็นให้พี่เนยยิงเองค่ะหรอใช่ใช่ให้พี่เนยยิงเธอไม่ต้องบิ๊กเธอดึงไว้อย่างเดียวให้ข้างหน้าคู่หน้าบิ๊กมันใจได้อยู่เฮ้ยตามหนูได้พอลองบอลดีแล้วช่วยข้างหลังช่วยแผงหลังลองเม็ดช่วยตัวตีนี่ดังๆนะตัวจะได้ยินจะได้ใส่ได้เยอะๆหน่อย
Est Cola rallying each other up as we're down to the clutch of set number 1, which is not familiar to Farm Fresh in this conference. And I say that because before this matchup, the highest that they scored was 18 points in this conference versus Signal HD. So this is already their best performance.
Right, and so far, other than their service errors, everything's working well, or the rest is working well for the Farm Fresh Foxies. They have better defense. And first ball, there are some first balls na masyadong tight sa net, but nakapag-set up sila ng maayos.
We've seen a total of 5 service errors each for both of our teams in this game. At marami na yan. Kasi ang average total errors ng ating mga kapunan ay 5 para sa Est Cola per set and 6 for Farm Fresh.
Oh,
Bit of a scramble there.
Yep.
Bertolano will still send it through. And down it went.
she wasn't able to convert that into a point, but ganun nga yung sinasabi ng ibang coaches. As long as makapag-target ka lang na maayos sa depensa ng kalaban nyo, makakakuha ka ng puntos. And clearly, that was a good adjustment from Bertolano.
As much as we thought that Farm Fresh was confused in that play, apparently Est Cola was more confused. As now we continue. Going back sets, Papachaya, dug up by Romero, chased by Tagsip.
Was too low.
Chance ball, middle hit. No more save for Louis.
But that was a good quick attack there by Piano.
Piano now has 3 points in this game. Tied as the leading scorer of Est Cola with Ice. Jersey number 7 for them. Romero, quick look. And the setup to Kate. That was it.
Yeah, it was inside. And so far, lahat ng mga drop balls na pinapakawalan nitong Foxies, they were able to convert it into a point, which means ang laki ng buta sa defense nitong Est Cola.
But then get this, Caitlin Viray is the 6th player to score at least 2 points for Farm Fresh in this game.
So definitely one of the go-to attackers nitong Foxies.
And great distribution by Louis Romero, as now Est Cola will get the point.
Yeah, because there was a block touch.
22-23.
It's looking tight, 23-22.
1-1.
Here's the leading scorer of the black shirts, setting that ball in. Bertolano.
Oh, there was a check ball. But nakita mo pa lang sa approach ni Bertolano, napapaluin niya na malakas yung bola. So that was a good attack from her, giving a set point for their squad.
4 points now in this game for Lai Bertolano, and this is her specialty. Her service.
Oh,
Fern sending it through, saved by Lai. Romero to the open. Tamaru, not much power there. We will continue. Viray. Romero tried to go for a 1-2 play. And here's Fern on the counter. Tamaru putting it up. Back set onto the slide. Riza Cruz, that was outside.
yeah.
You know, Farm Fresh might actually have a case here.
But they still have this challenge left for this set, so why not use it? So I think that was the first slide attack that we've seen from the Farm Fresh Foxies.
And it happened so fast.
Yeah.
Nice recalculation by Louis Romero.
So si Louie talaga, I think she's in the front row now, so she only has 2 frontline spikers. As much as possible, pinaghihiwalay niya yung attackers niya para maghiwalay din yung blockers ng kalaban.
In or out? Ooh, there you go.
That was
So,
inside.
Farm Fresh will end set number 1 with that challenge.
A good challenge by Coach Sato. So they got this first set win
In the conference.
in the conference.
It was tight in set number 1. Farm Fresh with that beautiful distribution by Louis Romero. Will be very happy with their performance. It seems like Louis knew about our Pilipinas Live poll question, and she was able to activate Kyle Tagsip, who scored 3 points in the opening set. There you have it. Tally is 25-22. We'll be back for set number 2. Let's talk about set number 1 between Farm Fresh and Est Cola. We already mentioned it at the latter part that it wasn't the cleanest of sets because of the errors that we saw.
That's right. We saw a lot of service errors from both squads na kahit nakakalayo yung kanilang score as much as 4 points. But because of those service errors, nakakadikit yung team na naghahabol. Dahil sayang yung mga momentum nila pag nasa side nila. Once na nasa service area, magko-commit ng error. But the good thing, especially for the Farm Fresh Foxies, they had better floor defense and their attackers are more aggressive in the net, breaking their blockers and even dropping the ball behind their blockers to score a point. So looking at the statistics, Farm Fresh had 13 attack points against 11 of Est Cola. And the Foxies were able to tally 2 blocks and 1 service ace, though both squads had 9 errors each for that set. But 5, they were able to commit 5 service error, 5 for Est Cola and 5 for Farm Fresh. So that's a lot for just one set. So if these both teams will be able to reduce their unforced errors coming into this second set, baka mas gumanda pa yung laro na maipakita nila.
Again, the average for Farm Fresh is 6 errors per set. So that's 3 more in set number 1. And the average for Est Cola is 4.7 errors per set. So dumoble yun para sa kanila at the start of this matchup. Louis Romero. A nice serve at that. But Fern came up with that combination.
I think that was the first time na makita natin si Fern na pumalo na ganun katusok or kabilis sa cross court. That was a good combination play. Big gap on the block from the Foxies.
That's the 3rd point of Fern in this game. A misreceive by Bertolano. Tamaru. Great recalculation.
Yeah. Misreceive from Bertolano, but a good set from Romero, and Tamaru was ready for that out-of-system play. Take a look at that.
4 points now for Tamaru in this matchup. Service in. The target was Fern. Dug up. And it's Tagsip with a nice drop.
I did mention so far yung mga drop balls or soft touch na pinapakawalan nitong Foxies. They were able to convert it into a point nung first set.
Tagsip now has 4 now in this game alongside Bertolano and Tamaru. The 3 leading scorers of Farm Fresh. Ice will send it long. And now we go back to Kyla Castillo.
Megs and Paneng, kanina nakausap ko si team captain Nui of Est Cola, and so far she's been loving the Philippines and of course our signature dish, that is adobo. They haven't been able to really explore the metro, but she expressed interest in doing so right after the conference. Now, more about her experience being a team captain. As you mentioned earlier, Paneng, Nui has already played for the Thailand national team in the VNL, and this has significantly helped her in terms of maturity. However, sabi nga niya, it can still be quite challenging being the big sister of her younger teammates. In her words, I put in extra work, effort to take care of them. For those who don't know, Noah is just 19 years old, still very young, still has a lot of potential to unleash. Let's see how her leadership and skills can change the pace of this match. The Invitational Conference may be short, but it is packed with action, and so you don't want to miss out. Download the Pilipinas Live app now for 149 pesos. Mix and Paneng?
It's one thing to lead a team that, has players with the same age range. Pero dito kasi sa Est Cola, merong significant disparity yung ages ng players natin.
Yeah, but kahit na parang yung maturity, doon natin makikita sa side ng Est Cola, especially kay Nui, the setter of Est Cola, na may experience na siya to play with the senior team of Thailand for the VNL. So that's a good experience for her na pwede niya ma-share sa young squad ng Est Cola.
There's now 5 serving 2 in set number 2. Received by Fern. Back set onto ice. That's dug up by Tamaru. He's a Cruz. Unable to score. Ooh, miscue. And on the chance, it's Cruz again. Saved by Fern. Push to the open. 9.
Oh!
Yes, she will score.
Yeah, but that first ball from Louis Romero, kaya pang i-save yun ng kanyang teammate. But miscommunication there on who will get the second touch.
There's the hit by 9. There you go. Tough save for Louis Romero. That trims the lead down to 2 points. Now we have the middle blocker, Sassy of Est Cola, serving that ball in. Back row for Asaka Tamaru. And here's the counter. Set up by Kaki. Onto the open.
Oh, good defense.
Tamaru had to stretch her body for that one. Coverage present for Farm Fresh. Nice back set onto Kate.
Good angle there in the cross court for Caitlin Veray, giving a 3-point advantage to Farm Fresh Foxies. Take a look at that set from Louis Romero. Only one blocker for Caitlin Veray.
It's point number 3 now for Kate in this matchup. She's one of the 5 players to have at least 3 points already in this game for Farm Fresh. Nice block. 9, that was quite low.
Yeah, it did not go over the net. No block touch. 4 touches called for Est Cola. So the point will go to Farm Fresh Foxies with a 4-point advantage so far for this second set.
This is relatively a big lead already.
Yeah. Kanina nung first set, dikit pa tayo nung start eh. But ngayon nakikita na natin na bumubulusong itong Foxies.
Here's a Cruz. Almost scored. Good defense by 9. First was checked. And here's Bertolano. Got a touch there. Counter. Kaki. Back set. It was tight. Romero. Back row hit for Tamaru. Kaki. Back row on the other end.
Oh!
And no more stretch there for Asaka Tamaru.
Yeah, but that was Fern from the back row. Take a look at that back row attack again. A good check actually by Cruz, but it was just too far for Tamaru to get that second touch.
That's 5 points now in this game for the leading scorer of Est Cola in the conference. Bertolano. There you go. Off of the hands of the blocker. She got the aid, and the advantage is now 4 for Farm Fresh, heading on to this technical timeout. Back inside the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City for our PVL Invitational Conference. This is our third to the last day. Our next game day will happen on Wednesday.
Wednesday, that's right.
And then the battle for bronze and the gold will take place on Thursday. So mark your calendars. I know Philippine sports is busy nowadays, much to our delight. But I hope that you can still take part in our journey. The PVL in itself has been busy this season.
Yeah.
And it will continue to be up until next year. Drop by Kaki, read well. Drop by Louis. Did not work. And there's the counter from the middle. Piano will score.
Yeah, that was a clean, quick attack from Piano. A good connection there with the setter, Nui. Take a look at that again. Parang paangat pa lang yung blockers ng Foxies, napalo na niya yung bola.
And it's a nice response off of the technical timeout as 9 serves that ball inside. It's Tamaru going cross. The ball goes to Paneng to go next quarter, which means it cannot be saved anymore. This spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin', ang pasalubong ng bayan. Fern tried so hard to save that ball, just too powerful coming from Masaka Tamaru. Service in for Riza Cruz. It's Fern with a nice approach, dug up by Riza. Tamaru again, blocked. Coverage by Louis. Caitlin. Now it's Est Cola's turn. This is going to be a chance ball,
Yep.
but apparently not as the ball sailed outside.
Medyo nahirapan pumesto dun si Ice to send that ball over. So this is biggest lead so far for the Foxies with 5 points. A good serve.
That was sharp for Riza. Attack from the middle. Here's a counter by Farm Fresh. Tamaru off speed. Dug up by Uy. Kaki onto the open. Fern. Saved by Lai.
A good chase by Louis.
Back with Fern. Met at the net. Oh, the libero is all over the court in Uy. Same goes for Caitlin Viray. A drop by Kyle Tagsip.
Good connection there between Louis and Tagsip. Parang sobrang tight na nilang dalawa doon on the being quick, but still they were able to set that up and drop the ball in between two defense of Est Cola.
There's the chemistry that they have developed in what, around 4 conferences now in the PVL. Fern, wow, nice hit.
Cross court. Take a look at that again. A good first ball and a better finish there.
It's one of the few clean hits that we have seen in this game. 11-6 in set 2. Romero to Tamaru. Piano, middle blocker onto her opposite spiker. Louis tried to time it, but it was already very difficult.
Yeah. It was too tight na sa net.
At mababa pa. See the replay.
Coming from the back row. Stretch there from Caitlin Viray, but tumama na rin sa antena, so that's also called outside.
Oh, service ace.
Yeah, right in the corner pocket of Farm Fresh Foxies. Cutting down the lead to 4 points, and a timeout here called by Coach Sato.
Next point only.
Hi.
Okay. First receive.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Yung mga, ang ginagawa kasi nila, pag hindi na sila nakaka-receive, nilalagay-lagay na lang. So yung tatlo sa likod, mag-expect ng soft touch. Huwag na kayo mag-wait, ha?
Lagay din natin sa kanila, guys.
Go.
Hey, bipas lang muna. Bipas lang tayo.
Girls, putol now.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Very happy for Coach Ron Medalla.
Yeah.
It's like his practice in terms of being a head coach as well, given, of course, the authority by Coach Sato of Farm Fresh. Ron Medalla, I thought that he was still going to play for the Spikers turf, but apparently he will now focus with coaching moving forward as April Kyle Tagsip will respond off of that timeout.
And that was a good timeout for from the coaches of Farm Fresh Foxies. They called that to remind their players and also to cut the momentum from Est Cola.
Bit of a scramble there.
Oh,
Scramble on the other end. We shall continue. Kaki onto the open.
oh. They were not able to convert that chance ball from Est Cola, but point won here by the young squad. Est Cola coming up from that open hit of Fern. Ang layo doon ni Bertolano for the defense.
That trims the lead down to 3 points. Obviously some momentum being carried over from that 3-0 run by Est Cola before the timeout of Farm Fresh. High ball. Kaki back sets. Ice will push onto the back. Good up by Kaki. And we're back with Fern. Down the line target.
I think this is a 3-0 run by the Est Cola squad. Kanina, they were up, Farm Fresh were up by 5 points, and now 2 points na lang ang meron nilang lamang.
It's 12 to 10. It's similar to what happened in set number 1 when it was tight. The score was 25 to 22. Caitlin Viray dug up by 9.
A good set, but a chance here for the Foxies.
Caitlin Viray, tough save. That was by Ink. Delerio, Romero, Tagsip this time. The set was too high.
That was a miscommunication on the set between Romero and Tagsip. Kanina, first set and the start ng second set, ang ganda nung kanilang connection. Ang daming nakuhang points ni Tagsip.
12-11. Can they go for redemption? It's a combination play.
Yeah. Good finish there by Tamaru. I'll take a look at that again. First ball, sakto kay Louie Romero, and a great finish by Tamaru, targeting zone 6 of Est Cola defense. And now she's in the service row.
6 points to Tamaru's name so far. Back set by Kaki onto Fern. That was a tough dig for Asaka Tamaru.
Strong cross-court attack on the opposite by Fern. A quick side out from the side of Est Cola.
More chase there for Michael La Rosa. She tried. It is 13 to 12. Ball up by Tamaru. Caitlin Viray, nice approach. Ink will send it back to the right. Ice played it short, and here's the counter. Back set to Viray. Off speed. 9, tipping it over. Good read by Louie. It's Lai Bertolano. Read well by Fern. Back with 9. Block and straight outside.
And that was 9. Using the hands of her blockers to score that point. And now we're tied at 13. Take a look at that. And not one of the strongest hits from her, but still a smart move from 9.
This is after Farm Fresh led by as many as 6 points early in the set. And don't look now, Est Cola has the advantage. Rightfully so, Farm Fresh will call for time. It is a 9-2 run for Est Cola.
Side out tayo. Guys, side out mo. Wala side out. Guys, nasaan yung reset na lang muna natin. Magagaling sa atin.
Okay, next point. Focus. Okay, one good pass. Okay. After break, very easy. Simple ball, mistake only. Okay, no difficult. Easy ball, more quality. Quality high, quality high. Okay, let's go.
Farm Fresh wants to play it simply.
Yeah.
But it will begin with their pass, which Kyla already mentioned to us in the pregame. That reception will be key for them. Farm Fresh, by the way, entered this matchup dead last in the league in receptions. Let's see if they can step up. Chased by Louie.
Oh, good adjustment by Bertolano. She was still able to convert that into a point.
That's the second time, right?
Yeah.
That she has worked her magic off of a scramble. We just talked about the receiving for Farm Fresh.
Yeah. But that was not a good receive from Tamaru. But as long as ma-set up nila and mapalo, kahit hindi ganun kalakas, maganda lang yung placement, they can convert it into a point.
Viray. Blocked. A nice rejection by Est Cola. And the celebration as well.
Yeah. Parang nag-iba yung body language nitong Farm Fresh Foxies dahil kanina parang na-enjoy nila yung game having a 5-point advantage, but now sila na yung naghahabol sa Est Cola.
15-14 is the tally. Set on to the left for Louie Romero. No point. Counter from the middle, and Piano will deliver. Now Est Cola will get their biggest lead in the set of 2 points, 16-14. As we head on to our second technical timeout, there's the delivery to the middle blocker by Kaki. Piano just scored her 6th point in this game. Back for Farm Fresh versus Est Cola. The Tides have turned in set number 2 after the Foxies led by as many as 6 points. Now they're down by 2. Here we see our faithfuls present in the arena. Later on, they will be witnessing Signal versus Streamline as well. That's a tough one for Bertolano, even though she has been magical so far. The lead is now 3 points for Est Cola. And we have Sassy getting ready to serve, the 5th leading scorer in this conference for the black shirts. Nice receive, leading on to that middle hit, but it was read well. Counter with ice, and she will score. It's 18-14. Est Cola has only won one set in this conference. That was against Kurashki Ablaze. Piray cross court, dug up by Kaki. There's a setup onto ice. No more save by Tamaru. So, we could not let our viewers be confused. There are 2 players with the nickname of Ice for Est Cola, as now it is another point for them off of a beautiful block.
Substitution for Farm Fresh, number 5, Bertolano, number 10, Junior Arroyo in.
You know, this might actually be their biggest advantage in the conference so far. Service now for Sassy. Delerio getting the first ball. It's Kate Viray down the line.
Now serving for the Foxies, and
Legashon had 2 excellent sets in set number 1. And we also saw 2 points from Trisha Tubu in our first showing. 20-15. Backset on 2, the cross-court hit of Ice. Six points now for Ice in this game, coming off the bench for Est Cola. She is tied with the Piano as the second leading scorers of the Thai team. Ice now proceeds to the back row. She will be serving. It is 21-15 in set number 2. Trisha Tubu blocked. Farm Fresh will now send it back onto the right pin. Piano keeping it alive. D-ball. Dug up by Ange. Delerio onto Tubu. That was quite low.
Kanina I mentioned na ang ganda nung mga drop shots ng Farm Fresh Foxies but na hindi nakukuha ng Est Cola, but ngayon mukhang naka-adjust na sila sa defense pattern.
Service error though, which is what we saw a lot in set number 1. 5 for each team. It has been cleaner now. So this is the first service error in set number 2.
Serving for Farm Fresh, Arroyo.
Chini Arroyo will now be serving for the first time. Arroyo came off the bench in the previous game versus Signal HD. Back set on to Trisha. Good recognition by Uy. And we're back with 9, met by 2 blockers.
Oh!
1-2 play for Kaki.
It worked. I think that was the first 1-2 play from the Est Cola for this set. Take a look at that again.
It's like her 3rd try in this game.
Yeah.
For the 1-2. Short serve. Legasyon with a quick look and the setup to Riza Cruz.
Parang yun na lang ulit. Ngayon na ulit tayo nakakita ng quick attack from the Farm Fresh Foxies. Kaya nababantayan na yung mga wing attackers sila ng blockers ng Est Cola. So they will need more of those to confuse the blockers of Est Cola.
Let's see if Ange Legasyon can continue to activate those middle hitters as now. Yep, down it goes for Est Cola. That puts them up to having 7 set points. Now Piano will be serving to try to win their 2nd set in this conference. Nice float on that ball. Good chance for Est Cola. They send it to the middle.
What a finish there by Sassy. And a quick attack, getting their first set win.
This featured server of the set is brought to you by Sunsilk. Switch to the new Sunsilk anti-dandruff shampoo now. Tanggal dandruff na, balik healthy, smooth hair pa. That was such a beautiful finish, as you mentioned, by Est Cola. Remember, they trailed by as many as 6 and they win the set by 8 points. As we feature some attacks of Fern, the leading scorer of the Black Shirts.
So far, this is a better set for the Est Cola. Kahit na sila yung naghahabol kanina, ang layo ng hinabol nila sa score or sa lamang ng Farm Fresh Foxies, but they were able to change the momentum. They got the momentum and nagtuloy-tuloy na nga yung magandang laro na pinakita nila and definitely getting their first set win.
It is one set apiece for Farm Fresh versus Est Cola. And again, these two teams have so much sense of urgency in this matchup because you would not want to finish your conference win, of course, and you want a chance to at least bag the bronze this coming Thursday. We broke down that Farm Fresh led by as many as 6, but then they lost the set by 8 points. What did you see from Est Cola that allowed them to turn things around?
Well, definitely they lessened their errors in the service area and their attackers got more aggressive whenever they were set up by their setter. And nawala yung first ball ng Farm Fresh Foxies and gumanda na rin yung setups nung setter ng Est Cola, confusing the blockers of Farm Fresh Foxies. Kaya we saw a lot of single blocks na relate yung middle blockers para kumuha ng dalawang block. But looking at the numbers, definitely Est Cola dominating that attack department with 18 points against 11 ng Farm Fresh Foxies. They were also able to tally 3 block points and 2 service aces for that set. And take a look at their errors. Nung first set, they got 9 errors, but this time 4 errors only from Est Cola and 2 errors from Farm Fresh Foxies. But yun na nga, nabanggit mo, as much as 6 points lumamang ang Farm Fresh, but humabol ang Est Cola. But by the time na nag-tie na yung score, nag-iba na yung momentum. Napunta na yung momentum sa Est Cola at doon na nahirapan makahabol at makafocus, makakuha na mas magandang first ball ang Farm Fresh Foxies.
The substitution of Ice, number 9, also was pretty effective for them. Because she did have 5 attack points coming off the bench in set number 2, while their leading scorer, Fern, had 7 attack points. So that's 12 out of the 18 for them in set 2.
Well, there were a lot of clean attacks from the wing spikers of Est Cola because nagiging maganda na yung mga setups.
We begin set number 3, back to square one for these two teams. This is Mix Gomez alongside Paneng, Deconic Swarter, and Kyla Castillo, as Tamaro will get the first point in this set. There's the effort from Ink, but obviously not enough, as now she takes a breather. Louis Romero, sharp serve. It's Ice sending it to the back. Louis onto the quick. Uy, present. Keep that ball alive. Same goes for Louis Romero. Rosa will now give it up onto Tamaro. It's a sky ball for Est Cola. A lot of time. They go to the leading scorer. Unfortunately, it was outside.
Yeah. Back-to-back score here by the Farm Fresh Foxies. So far, not a good start for the Est Cola.
Not the best of receives there by Uy.
Oh, unforced errors there. That was a bad set from Fern.
A 3-0 start for Farm Fresh. If you're Est Cola, you ought to wake up early. You don't want to trail by as many as 6 again. There's the response.
Yep. That was a good connection between Kaki. She's the starting setter for this set.
And that's very impressive, especially knowing the fact that you replaced your team captain.
So maybe para lang maiba yung pace, change the pace for Est Cola. That's why they changed their setter.
Ball sent through onto Est Cola. This is Caitlin Viray. Challenged at the net, and Kate will score. Now we go to Kyla Castillo.
For April Tagsip, being able to play here in the Invitational Conference is a gift. They view this as an added preparation for their All-Filipino Conference campaign. Megs and Paneg, you might notice a continuous shuffle among the players. Sabi nga ni April, pasulput-sulput pa ang blocking, reception at depensa. She said, and I quote, hindi pa namin alam kung ano ang gagana. Kaya naman tinatayaan talaga ni Coach Shota lahat ng nasa roster. Now that Est Cola has tied the game 1 set apiece, let's see just how many cards Coach Shota has up his sleeve. Treat yourself with some premier volleyball for only 149 pesos. Download the Pilipinas Live app now. Nagsin Paneng?
You think that could also explain why it's been a well-balanced scoring output so far for Farm Fresh?
Aloysia Bertolano. Timeout, Est Cola.
Just saw a point by Lai Bertolano, her 8th in this game. Now we have a timeout.
ที่เราเสียเองพลาดเองนั้นเลยประกาศมันเข้าบอลมันแบบ มันไม่ร้อยมันแบบใจเย็น
ใจร้อนไปบอลยังไม่ออก
ๆแล้วอีกอันหนึ่งนะเขาจะเสิร์ฟแล้วอ่ะเราตั้งโซนช้ามากจนเขาจับบอลจะเสิร์ฟแล้วเรายังยืนคุยกันอยู่เลยอ่ะไม่ต้องคุยกันแล้วดูแป๊บเดียวหันไปเขาเตรียมรับเสิร์ฟแล้วมาใหม่เปลี่ยนก่อนเราให้ดีตัวหลังรับเสิร์ฟนะแบ่งหน้าที่กันให้ดีนะเขาไม่ได้เสิร์ฟได้เอาต่อบอลหน่อย
There's a wake-up call for Est Cola in set number 3 as they're down by 4 points.
Still serving for the Foxies, Asaka Tamaru.
We now have Tamaru serving for Farm Fresh. There's the signature jump serve.
Oh,
Inside.
A good start here from the Farm Fresh Foxies. 5-point advantage as early as this part of the set.
Good to see Tamaru playing like this despite having a flu. Again, she did miss out on their practice yesterday. Virai going cross. Nice dig by Kaki. Back row hit for Fern. Rosa keeping it alive. Back row for Tamaru.
Oh, back-to-back points from Tamaru. A 6-point lead so far. A big one for this set.
This ties the biggest lead of Farm Fresh in the game, which they achieved in set number 2. But the biggest in the match belonged to Est Cola, which was 8. As now Tamaru just sent that ball straight to the net. No lead has been safe so far, so Farm Fresh has to be careful. This is Sassy back at the service line. With 4 points to her name, that goes inside. A chase for Louis Romero. Caitlin Virai, it was low on her hit.
That was 2 unforced errors from the Foxies. Well, they need to take care of this 4-point advantage dahil nakita na natin yan nung second set na kahit 6 points yung lamang nila, nahabol pa rin yun ng Est Cola. A better first ball.
Combination play. And Lai Bertolano comes alive once more. This is her best performance in this conference. And it's looking like her best performance as well as a Farm Fresh Foxy. Let's see if she can continue with her momentum. We have a couple of VIPs present with us. Some familiar names in the UAAP. Pia Ildefonso of Farm Fresh. Don Lim of National University, who played against the Sal yesterday. Jacob Lau, formerly of the Ateneo Blue Eagles. And also the birthday girl, team manager Kiara Cruz, who played for Ateneo as well back in her UAAP days. It is 8-3 so far in set number 3 in favor of the Foxies. We have April Tagsip getting ready to serve. She has 6 points in this game. Ball up by Uy at chase for
Oh.
Kaki.
Tough one. But the service ace for a Tagsip.
That would be ace number 1 for April Tagsip. And the third ace overall for Farm Fresh. It is now 9-3. Matching the biggest lead of the Foxies in this game. Piano met at the net. There's the joust. Ball to the side of the orange shirts. Back
Good
set to
set.
Kate. Cross-court hit.
Yeah, that was a good set from Louie Romero. Nakuha niya yung middle blocker ng Est Cola.
The spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin, ang pasalubong ng bayan. It's one-on-one action for Caitlin Veray, much to her delight. 10-3, biggest lead now. And that will be extended by April Tagsip.
Yeah, that was her second service ace. As everything going well for the side of the Farm Fresh Foxies.
That just has to feel so good for a middle blocker at the service line. Because normally they get challenged with their floor defense when they're serving. Hindi mo napapaabutin dun. As ice goes cross, nice dig by Louie Romero and a chase by April with a smile on her face. Ink will send it to the right pin. Ice, that goes down.
Yeah, miscommunication there in the defense between Tamaru and Louie. But they still have a very comfortable lead so far.
4, serving 11. Ice doing the honors. Ball up by Delerio. Back set by Louie. Caitlin. Not much power there. And here's the counter from 9. Down the line target. Riza goes to Lai.
Oh,
Nice save. Chance ball. A lot of time for Louie. Romero will choose the combination onto Caitlin, but that sailed wide for her.
missed opportunity there for the Foxies. Isa na lang din yung naiwan na blocker in the middle from the Est Cola, but that was just too much of an angle from Caitlin Veray, giving a free point to Est Cola.
5-11. Oh, nice set.
Yeah.
What a good read by Est Cola. And the dig by Louie Romero. Caitlin Veray, redemption.
Deserves a second look. Take a look at that defense from Louie Romero and a set to the opposite to Caitlin Veray, and a sharp cross court there for the finish, getting their 12th point for this third set.
7 total points now for Caitlin Veray, including 3 attack points in the set. As Angela Gachon is back at it with Trisha Tubu. Kaki, back row for Fern. No more chase.
Yeah. Malayo si Ange to get that ball.
6 serving 12. The lead is playing at this range, which you would not like for Est Cola. Can they storm their way back?
Oh.
There's a good response from that.
Yeah. I think that was the first service ace also for Est Cola. Take a look at that. Good float serve. Medyo iba yung pwesto doon for the first ball ni Tamaru.
To Pareng's point, that's their first service ace in the set and 4 in total in this game. Tubu rejected. Coverage present. Bertolano. This is Fern.
Oh!
And a misread by Delerio.
But she was already there and she was ready for that defense, pero parang pinakawalan lang niya. Take a look at that again. A good check ball, but kulangan siya ng one step.
Yeah. Not sure kung nadulas pa siya at some point. We do go back with 9, still serving. The deficit is 4. A misreceive by Bertolano. She will approach. And at the net, 9 from the back. Chance ball. Legacion, back set to Trisha. Had to fade for that attack. Bertolano again.
Oh,
Tipping it over. Battle at the net. That goes down for Kaki.
timeout here called by the Farm Fresh Foxies. Take a look at what happened during that last sequence. Drop ball, but Trisha was not there to get that ball, so a point will go to Est Cola. And a timeout here by the Foxies.
Okay, next one good pass. Okay, after try front player. Okay, okay. Focus defense, control, hitting only. After control. B pass okay, B pass okay. No problem, okay. Focus next point. Okay, let's go.
Go. Bawi kami. Let's go.
It is a 6-1 run in favor of Est Cola. That's why they have trimmed the lead down to 3 points here in set number 3. Well, they did want to carry their momentum of set 2,
Yeah.
having won that 25-17 after losing the first set 22-25 against the Foxies. Legacion going to the middle. Heinz was there, but the ball wasn't too high anymore.
A good timeout there by Coach Sato. But as long as they get this good first ball, sakto kay Louie Romero, makakapag-execute siya ng quick attacks.
So we're back to that receiving reminder, as told to us by Kyla at the pregame. This is Fern able to respond. She has 13.
Take a look at that quick attack in between two blockers. Lakas ng palo na yun ni Fern, but hindi na ganun naka-establish ng maayos yung blocks ng Farm Fresh Foxies.
Lead back down to 3. It's Bertolano from the back. Good chance for Est Cola. No point for Sassy. And here's the counter. Tamaru blocked at the net.
Oh, overreaching call on Sassy because Ange was going for that jump set.
It's always tricky for us, but it's the discipline that's required from our players on the court. Riza Cruz serving with 5 points after missing out in the previous game. A miss receive by 9. So that's the first ace for Riza Cruz. And we've now seen 4 service aces for Farm Fresh in this set.
In this set only, that's a lot already for their squad.
They tried to go for number 5,
Yeah.
but it was long for Riza. That will be her second service error in this game. Jackie has a full front row.
A good first ball.
Trisha Tubu got a touch. Chance ball, Farm Fresh. Legacion, back set, same option. And it's a hammer from Trisha Tubu.
Of course, ang laki ng space doon in the cross court because hindi na nakahabol ang middle blocker ng Est Cola.
Now we have our second technical timeout in set number 3.
Re-entering the game for Farm Fresh, number 17, Captain Luis Romero.
It is a 5-point advantage for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Luis Romero is back alongside Caitlin Garay as double sub. Well, they were the starters after all for Coach Sato. Fern was denied. Coverage present. Great net defense by Farm Fresh. Garay. Good net defense as well by the Thai team. Unfortunately, their floor defense will not be able to keep up.
Well, that was a good decision from Luis Romero, activating her middle attacker. Dahil twice na block si Caitlin on the opposite, which means andun nakabantay yung blockers ng Est Cola. So by the time na binigay niya sa quick set, na late na yung blocker ng Est Cola.
That's 13 excellent sets now for Luis Romero. Luis unable to get the dig. Although she has performed well in terms of digs. She already has 14 digs in this game.
I agree also, but that one is medyo na malayo ang kanyang pwesto.
Yeah. She did have a smile on her face as her teammates tried to chase that ball. 17-12 in set 3. Tamaru from the middle.
Quick side out from the Farm Fresh Foxies, giving them a 6-point advantage.
Now, for the first time in this game, we have Kate Santiago checking in.
Serving for the Foxies, Asaka Tamaru.
Santiago came off the bench versus Signal HD. Scored only a point, and she had 2 in their opener versus Kuraski Ablaze. As now, there's a response by Est Cola.
Check ball there by Kate Santiago. One-on-one on that left side.
We proceed with Sassy. That was a 50-50 ball, but Tamara just had to make sure.
When in doubt, get.
And there you go, it's all worth it as Taksip scores. Kyle Taksip is now the second player in double figures for Farm Fresh, alongside Lai Bertolano. Taksip, remember she had 2 aces already earlier in this set. This is Caitlin Garay. Met at the net. Cruz putting it up. Back to Kate. Kaki now onto the left, and that worked for 9.
Yep. But that was not a strong attack also from 9. But still getting that point because of the miscommunication on the defense on the side of Farm Fresh Foxies.
No pancake for Kate Santiago. 2 players were ready to get that ball for Farm Fresh. Caitlin Biray, unable to score. 9. Ball up by Tamaru.
Over ball.
Regalo. That's too easy for Piano, although it wasn't the cleanest of hits. That's why she had a big smile on her face.
But a point is a point. Take a look at that. Medyo nabitin pa siya eh.
So now she will have, or she already has 7 points in her name, talking about Piano. Caitlin Biray cross court. Back row for Fern. Dug up by Tamaru. Option at the middle for Farm Fresh. That worked for them.
Look at that set by Luis Romero. Parang ang baba nung set na yon to Risa Cruz, but she was still able to swipe that ball.
Slide on the other end. The length of Piano just paying off. And here's Riza. Quite awkward with her angle as well. That sailed long.
Nakailalim siya dun sa bola.
At ang hirap pag-slide kasi diagonal na yung takbo mo and then na-atras ka pa.
Oo, pagbuka yung set, ang hirap mag-adjust.
First ball, Tamaru. Romero onto Kate. You know, even though their motion was quite tricky, it still seemed smooth in that transition for them.
Take a look at that. Ang layo ng pinwestuhan ni Kate Santiago for that back set. But she's a left-handed attacker. So, mas malaki din yung angle niya on that side.
Back with the jump serve of Lai Bertolano. Received well. It's Fern going cross. No more save by Michael La Rosa.
Nakuha ng first ball but still targeting that cross court na late ng pwesto si La Rosa.
Now we have a double sub. The captain is back in Nui for Est Cola alongside the very tall wing spiker who showed us a couple of great moments yesterday. That's number 16, Pu Min. We argue that she looks like some sort of project for the Thai squad. (22-17). Risa Cruz setting it in. Nui going on to Fern. One more. And Fern just had to make sure.
Yeah. Well, hindi naka-block doon si Louie Romero kahit na nasa front row siya.
The ball just went back and forth
Yeah.
between Riza and Fern.
But the Foxies team only needs 3 points to close this set.
Bertolano with the first ball, push to Tamaru.
Oh, what a block! That was Ice on the opposite. And Sassy, their middle blocker.
Who got it?
Yep, it was Sassy.
That was Ice.
That was Ice.
Yeah,
rather.
number 9.
Yeah.
Her second kill block in this game. Tamaru going cross.
Yep, bumawi na siya doon.
So for the first time in this conference, Asaka Tamaru will reach double figures. It's actually the first time that one player, and even so, 3 players have reached double figures for the Foxies.
So that's a good sign for the Foxies. And a lucky point there from Tagsip.
Kyle is back to being their number 1 scorer with 11 as of this moment.
Oh,
Really accidental. It's 5 set points now for Farm Fresh. Nice block by Tagsip. One more at the net. That doesn't go through anymore, and the Foxies bounce back. This will be their second set win in this match and in the Invitational Conference. Now we feature the girl playing her flu game in Asaka Tamaru, already with a double-double in terms of points and receptions.
yeah, actually, itong third set, medyo may times na shaky yung kanyang first ball, but nakakabawi naman siya sa defense niya. And especially if they need a go-to person in the front row, pag kuha ng points, Tamaru is always ready for them. And getting their second set win, closing the third set at 25-19.
Back inside the MOA Arena for Farm Fresh versus Est Cola. And so far, the Foxies are up 2-1. How were they able to get back on track, Maneng?
Well, that was a good start from the Farm Fresh Foxies. Well, looked like they lessened their errors more nung third set. And mas naging maayos yung kanilang first ball. Talagang hinawakan nila every time na makakalamang sila ng malaki, not giving chance to Est Cola, which was a different scenario nung second set na nag-iba yung momentum dahil nakuha ng Est Cola, but this time tuloy-tuloy na maganda yung pinakitang laro ng Farm Fresh Foxies, being more aggressive on the net, and Louie Romero activating all of her attackers, even her middle attackers, kaya na-confuse yung blockers ng Est Colas. And looking at the numbers, Farm Fresh Foxies tallied 16 attack points, no block point for that set, but they had 4 service aces that confused the receivers and the momentum for the Est Cola team. And both squads tallied 5 unforced errors, though dumagdag nga comparing to a second set, but the big difference was they focused more on the service. Talking about the Farm Fresh Foxies, because malaking tulong na rin yung mga service aces ni Tagsip dahil naiba na yung naging galaw doon ng Est Cola.
So those were 2 service aces from April Tagsip, 1 from Riza Cruz and 1 from Tamaru. Kyla mentioned to us that there is some sort of experimentation going on for them as they try to balance things out in terms of their rotation when it comes to the Foxies, and it will really reflect on the stat sheet because they have a total of 5 players with at least 7 points. In Cruz, Viray, who both have 7. Who else? Bertolano has 10 alongside Tamaru, and Tagsip has 12. And even in their other statistical categories, you'd be impressed because Bertolano already has a triple-double.
Oh, yeah, so far, ang ganda ng kanyang first ball. Silang dalawa ni Tamaru yung mga main receivers ng Farm Fresh Foxies. And it's very evident in this game that they have that steady arm for the receive.
I also just got to see that Tamaru also now has a triple-double to her name, as Trisha Tubu almost scored there. It's Fern on the counter, and she will get the check.
So Trisha Tubo is starting for the Farm Fresh Foxies for this set. Change in the lineup for Coach Sato. What a save there, a pancake save by the libero of Est Cola. That's ink.
That's why you never stop playing, as Trisha Tubu just is able to get some redemption. Yan naman ang maganda kapag ikaw yung center, binabalik mo dun sa attacker mo. That's 4 points now for Trisha Tubu off the bench in this game. So this is actually the first time that she has Louie Romero as her setter in this matchup. Because she's been coming off the bench with Ange Legacion.
Good defense.
Bertolano met at the net, followed up by Sassy. Kaki will send it onto the left side. Defense still alive for Farm Fresh. Bertolano. She targeted zone number 1. Still no point. Cross court. No more save for Michael La Rosa. As now we go to Kyla Castillo.
Age doesn't matter, dedication does. Banking on that statement, I decided to talk to the youngest player of Est Cola, Pantipa Kongnok, who happens to be one of their setters. At a young age of 16, she told me that she actively tries to make a difference, an impact, as she also aspires to be a part of the Thailand national team. Migsan Paneng, even with her short conversation earlier, I could see how much of a dreamer she is. And fun fact, as a young setter, she said that she's really impressed with Jel Cayuna, even calling Jel her Philippine idol. Well, this is really heartwarming to know, don't you guys think? More sets, spikes, and stories of PVL stars coming your way. Just download the Pilipinas Live app for 149 pesos now. Migsan Paneng?
Well, yesterday, Kaki and the rest of Est Cola were victims to Jel Cayuna, who had 19 excellent sets. But the good thing is for Kaki, she has lived up to the name of her idol here in the Philippines. And in this game, she already has 14 excellent sets.
Yeah, that's a lot already.
We're only at the start of set number 4. Trisha Tubu.
Overball. Louie got it.
Back row for Tamaru. Off speed at that. Kaki, back row for Fern.
That was a low set in the back row. Different Est Cola squad that we're seeing now dahil sila na yung nakauna for this set compared to the third set na sila yung naghahabol.
Gotta love that for both Fern and Kaki. The setter, who as Kyla mentioned, is only at 16 years old. By average in the Philippines, at 16, wala ka pa sa UAAP nun.
Yeah.
Nasa senior high ka pa lang. You could be playing in the senior high ranks of the UAAP, but at least not in the collegiate levels, since now you get to see this service ace by Est Cola. And they're doing what Farm Fresh did to them in set number 3. Good start for the black shirts.
Front, okay. Okay. After next point, side out. Okay. Too small, late. Late, okay. Long course, long course. Okay, no down, no down. Long course spike, long course spike. Okay, must cover, must cover. Okay, B pass, okay. After spike, long course try. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Lu, pagka yung mga balikan, hindi ka nakukuha. Lalo na kung mataas. Ito si Dodong na or si Tumo.
All right, Farm Fresh will look to turn things around here in set number 4. Down by 4 points. And this is after the Foxies led for the entire set number 3.
Yeah. Parang nabaliktad tayo ngayong fourth set. So the sense of urgency ng coaches ng Farm Fresh medyo na-feel natin during that timeout. And it was a good timeout from them because naputol nila yung momentum na meron dito ang Est Cola courtesy of that opposite attack from Trish Tubu.
Fifth point of Tubu in this game, after scoring 9 in their opener and 6 in their previous outing versus Signal HD. Good rejection against Ice. Coverage present. 2 players are down for Est Cola. Romero will give it up to Bertolano. Blocked.
Yeah.
That went outside.
That went outside. So that was a good chase actually from Louis Romero. Ang dahil na pinanggalingan niya to set that ball. And a good finish there by Bertolano.
We've seen 17 excellent sets already from Louis Romero in this game.
Oh.
Nice block. And this is a response by Farm Fresh. That's 3 straight points.
3 straight points. And take a look at that block from Trisha Tubu. Talagang lock right arm yan.
Back with Kyle Tagsip, who again had 2 aces in set 3.
Oh.
And that is Sassy scoring for Est Cola.
Medyo malayo si Tagsip and si Tamaru for that defense.
Became a 1-on-1
Yeah.
by the end in favor of Sassy, who now serves an
Over ball.
over-receive. Oh, a miss hit by Piano.
That was a missed opportunity for Piano. Medyo may gigil siguro dun.
Well, that went far away for Piano. There you see the reaction of her head coach. For redemption. There you go.
Bumawi naman dun si Piano.
8 points now for the tallest player on the court of Est Cola. We're back with Ice at the service line. A spark plug off the bench with 11 points. Bertolano, off speed hit. Kaki going back row, and that goes in for Fern.
So with that back row attack, giving EST Cola 3-point advantage, and they got the first technical timeout.
We are back for Farm Fresh versus Est Cola in the last game of the Thai squad, unless they qualify into the bronze medal match this coming Thursday, which Farm Fresh plans to be a part of. At the upper part of the standing, we have Dreamline and Signal HD. We'll battle it out later on as the lone undefeated squads. And then in the middle is Kurashki Blaze.
That's right, but still a important game for either squad. Kahit na last game pa dito ng Est Cola, they would still want to end this conference on a high note, getting up their first win, if ever.
That's a nice float serve with minimal spin on that ball. And it was an ace, as the lead has been extended to 4. Tamaru from the back. Dug up by Ink. Kaki to the open. Louis' turn to send it to the middle. Kept alive by Ice. And now it's Fern from the back. Dug up by Trisha. Bertolano, nice approach.
Oh,
The ball
still,
yep, there you go. It hasn't dropped. Slide, Riza.
Oh,
No pancake save. It's a bit too late there for Ice.
well, that was a relatively easy ball, but yun na nga na miscalculate niya yung dive niya for that pancake.
It was supposed to be her second pancake save. So we're back with the Foxies. Lai Bertolano. Really good looking serve. Unfortunately, it was a better attack coming from 9.
It all started with a good first ball. Coming from her again and targeting cross court. Ganda nung iwas niya sa blocker.
9 serves received by Tamaru. Coverage present by the reinforcement. Asaka Tamaru, cross court, dug way back. Bit of a scramble for Farm Fresh, and it is a free ball for Est Cola. Kaki. Not the best of executions. Counter with Tamaru. Outside though.
Yeah. No block touch. So 4 points. Make that 5 points deficit for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Everything's going well for Est Cola.
This is now the biggest lead of Est Cola in this set. Louis Romero.
Oh,
1-2. What a save by Ink. And great recognition by Tamaru to kill that ball.
good dive by Ink. But over ball and Tamaru was there ready for that hit.
That trimmed the lead down to 4. Ink now with the first ball. The chase for Kaki. Fern goes cross. Dug up by Lai. And here's Tamaru. Inside.
Inside. Targeting the long ball of Est Cola.
Tamaru now has 12 points, a dozen on her flu day. Again, she has a triple-double alongside Lai Bertolano. Double figures and receives and digs. Fern.
A good check.
Romero onto the middle.
That was tagsip. So every time na ina-activate ni Louis Romero yung mga middle attackers niya, talaga hindi nakakasabay ang blockers ng Est Cola.
บอลสั้นไม่ได้เข้าใจป่ะเน้นอีกนิดนึงเขาไม่ได้เสิร์ฟยากเขาเสิร์ฟแบบลอยๆเพราะฉะนั้นถ้าเธอปล่อยแขนแบบดีเกินไปเธอไม่เน้นอ่ะมันก็จะอยู่ติดตัวมันจะไม่เข้าอ่ะนึกออกป่ะนายมันแรกติดแขนไปหน่อยป่ะ
เปิดมั่นใจตรงข้างเดียวด้วยเอ็กซ์ดีละได้หมดอ่ะถ้ามันแรกเข้าหรือว่าไงการมั่นใจไหมเนี่ย
ไม่ระยะเดลังก็ได้เอ็กซ์เดลังก็ได้พี่ไปได้หมดเลยค่ะ
เพราะว่าขยับตอนนี้พอเราลุกข้างหน้ามันแต่ถ้ามันแรกไม่เข้าต้องช่วยกันลองหน่อยได้ไหม
เล่นแค่หรอใช่ค่ะก็เซ็นอยู่ข้างหลัง3 เดได้ไหม
It is 9-11 in set number 4. The third fourth set in the Invitational Conference. And let me remind everybody, we haven't seen a 5-set match so far in this conference. It is 11-9 in favor of Est Cola as they try to extend this matchup. Riza Cruz. Ball in. Kaki to the open. Riza keeping it alive. Tamaro will send it through.
Oh, good
Nice
block.
rejection by Tagsip. Louis, combination. How about the net defense of Est Cola? A long rally. Kaki back to the open. Fern down the line.
That was a good down-the-line attack by Fern. Hindi na tumalon si Louis Romero doon for the block. Kaya ang laki ng open on that side of the court. Nahirapan na dumepensa doon si Trisha Tubo. A 3-point advantage here by Est Cola.
Tamaru. Tough dig by Piano. Has a middle blocker at that. And this is a chance ball. Romero up to the middle. Tagsip will score. She now has 14.
So far, okay ang connection ni Louis Romero with her middle attackers. As long as they get that good first ball or defense, she might want to activate or give more balls to her middle attackers.
10-12 now. Fern. Ball up by Lai. Tubu.
Yeah.
Did she slip?
No, it was a tough set. Ang layo ng approach niya. So, na-late siya for that dahil hindi ganun kataas yung set din ni Louis.
See the replay. Yeah, that was a pretty awkward jump for her. Romero continuing to chase that ball. Kaki back to Fern.
Oh! Magandang bawi from Trisha Tubu. I think that was her second kill block.
You're correct.
Take a look at that.
2 kill blocks in this set alone for Trisha Tubu. And the lead is down to 2. Combination. Nice dig by La Rosa, although Tamaro had to chase it.
Oh!
Lai Bertolano scoring her 12th point in this game.
Ang hirap ng palo na yon ni Lai dahil ang layo ng set ni Tamaro.
Nanggaling sa likod.
Yan, ang galing sa likod, but ang taas ng set na yon and ang ganda ng adjustment ni Bertolano.
Back set. One more for Est Cola.
Oh!
Straight onto zone 5. They're keeping the lead. As Maning mentioned, trying to do what Farm Fresh did in set 3, saan buong set po ang kalamangan ay nasa Farm Fresh, which is the case right now for Est Cola. At the middle is Kyle Tagsip.
Yeah. Ang ganda ng agaw ni Louis Romero. It was actually going over ball, but she was able to go for that jump set and set it up to Tagsip.
15 points now for Kyle Tagsip after only having a total of 6 in her first 2 games this conference. Oh, that went in.
Yeah, lucky serve.
That's her 3rd service ace in this match.
Take a look at that. We're tied at 14.
Which team will get the advantage? 9 down the line. Read well by Romero.
Tight set.
Bertolano had to chase that ball, and she was met at the net. So, Est Cola continues to have the advantage here, 15-14. Sassy back at the service line.
Good first ball.
Back set on to Trisha. Nice elevation.
I think yun yung mga gustong sets ni Trisha is a high set on the back. And they will call for a double substitution here. Talking about Farm Fresh Foxies.
Different look though, because now it's Negation plus Viray.
Yeah.
as opposed to Tubu plus Negacion in the first 3 sets.
Serving for the Foxies,
Ange Negacion. Can she give Farm Fresh their first lead in the set? Kaki back set. Ooh, that was hard.
Yeah, it was a tough set.
And with that, it's Farm Fresh who will lead us to our second technical timeout. Gilas Pilipinas continues its journey in the second window of the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers this November. Watch the games live here at the SM Mall of Asia Arena. Get your tickets via smtickets.com. Hashtag Laban Pilipinas. It's a busy time for Philippine sports. We've been talking about PVL, not just having the Invitational Conference, but the All-Filipino will be coming soon. Even Alas Pilipinas had some games this past weekend. 2A just started with basketball as Ange Negacion just gave us that service error.
Now serving, Natawan Patayso.
It is 16-all in set number 4. Negacion back set onto Kate. No more chase.
Quick side out for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Take a look at that.
It's 8 points now for Caitlin Viray in this game, tying the outputs of Trisha Tubu and Riza Cruz. They trail Bertolano, Tagsip, and Tamaro as 6 leading scorers of Farm Fresh. It's been that well balanced. Negacion back to the open. Tamaro block.
Oh,
No more save. And this is the type of joy that you would want to see from Est Cola.
that's right. And actually, Pumin is in the court now for Est Cola, and also their team captain, Nui. They had a double substitution a while ago.
Nine serves it in. Ball up to the sky. Tamaru. Blocked.
Back-to-back points for Est Cola, giving them a 1-point advantage, courtesy of that block from Pumin.
And that's one heck of a wall for Est Cola and Pumin plus Piano. Sharp serve. Viray will give it up. Good chance for Est Cola. Nui, back set onto Pumin.
Oh,
It's a miss hit.
yeah. The set was too far for her.
Tried to play it short, but then it was too short. As we have another deadlock, 18-all in set number 4. Back with Riza Cruz. All up by 9, a nice receive. Burn, cross court.
Isahan na lang tayo dito sa latter part of the 4th set. We're seeing a lot of quick side outs. Take a look at that cross court.
Some people would call it piso-piso in volleyball. 19-18.
Oh, good save.
Delerio will send it through. A good chance for Est Cola. They send it on to Sassy, and there was a touch.
Yeah,
react.
That was an easy call as the ball changed its trajectory. Yeah, timeout. This is for Coach Sato.
Okay, B pass after cover. Okay, high set cover. Okay, relax, relax. Okay, next 1 point. 1 point. Okay, okay, okay. Let's go.
Sige lang, tsagain lang natin, tsagain lang natin.
Receivers, pag nagre-receive kayo, hindi pwedeng yung pa masyado kayo nalilate mag-react, masyado inaabot nyo siya eh. Pag nakita nyo pa short, hakbangan nyo. Hindi nyo pwedeng abutin, ha?
Hey, wala pa. Let's go. Dalawa lang yan. Hey, 1, 2, 3.
20 to 18 in set number 4 for Est Cola versus Caitlin Diray and the rest of the Farm Fresh Foxies. These two teams are looking for their first victory in their conference. Tamara with the first ball. Caitlin. Ooh, now there's a whistle blown. A violation made. So she stepped after her attack.
And now there's a challenge by Farm Fresh Football.
All right, have our challenge. It's been a while since he had a challenge. After nung lima ba yun sa first set? Apat lima? Yeah. Well, after all, it's only a 2-point game in set number 4, and we're reaching the latter part, which is crucial times already in volleyball. Okay, let's see. One more step. There you go. Mga ganong klaseng tapa kasi minsan nakakalimutan mo na eh. Alright, so it's gonna be a 3-point advantage for Est Cola. Service for Piano, received by Bertolano. Oh, that's not the best of sets. We had to chase that ball. Fern is blocked. Oh, coverage was present. The rally continues. And a miss set by Legacion. (22) serving 18. Piano will send it through. First ball, Tamaru. Jimena was challenged at the net. Back with Louis. They send it to the reinforcement. And now it is 9 to the left pin. Fern dropping it. Tamaru blocked by the tallest player of Est Cola. One more. And Tamaru will prevail.
Tamaru. 19-22. Now serving for Farm Fresh, Louis Romero.
This should be a good part of the rotation of Farm Fresh. Fern able to answer back. She now has 25 points in this game.
23-19
Before this game, Fern actually had a total of 38 across 3 matches. Obviously, this is her best performance. And why not end with a bang? Or why not give yourselves a chance to compete this coming Thursday? Back set, Trisha Tubu. Dug up by 9. Back with Fern, a chase. No more for line.
Est Cola is now at set point. Serving for the set, Invitational.
5 set points at that. Full front line for them. Nagsip, giving it back to Tamaro. A chance now for Est Cola. They send it to ice. That's outside. We have a challenge. Touch or not for Est Cola. This is a team that has won only 2 sets in total in their Invitational Conference. But then again, they showed a lot of promise yesterday versus the Signal HD Spikers, only losing by 2 points twice, including 1 extended set. Touch or not, here we go. Malayo. Alright, that was clean for Farm Fresh. That saves them a set point. It is 20 serving 24. Tamaru will have to continue serving. They would want to still win this set. At the middle, there's the finisher coming from Est Cola, and it's coming from Sashi.
Est Cola takes set number 4, 25-20. We are going to a 5th set.
This is going to be the first 5-set match in the PVL Invitational Conference for 2024. We'll be back for it. There you have it. For the first time in our Invitational Conference, we are not yet done after 3 or 4 sets. It is Farm Fresh versus Est Cola with all of their urgency in the world piled up for this matchup as they try to gun for their first win and a chance to at least win the bronze medal.
That's right, and we saw a lot of clean, open attacks from Est Cola, but the latter part of that fourth set, binigyan na nila ng madaming setups ang kanilang mga middle attackers, and you've seen them enjoy more, talking about Est Cola every time they score a point. And on the side naman sa Farm Fresh Foxies, parang sila yung humahabol sa Est Cola for that fourth set hanggang sa nakakuha na ng momentum itong Est Cola. Hindi na sila nakahabol pa ng latter part of that fourth set. Looking at the numbers, hindi naman ganun kalaki yung difference sa attack points, with Est Cola tallying 14 against 13 of Farm Fresh Foxies. But Est Cola was able to tally 4 block points and 2 service aces for that set. They also had less errors, with 4 errors against 5 ng Farm Fresh Foxies. And now the first 5th set for this conference, and alam natin dahil napag-usapan na natin during the pregame that this game is important for both squads, and you did mention that Est Cola, this is their last game before the semifinals. If they want to have that spot or more chance to play for the bronze medal game on Thursday, they want to win this game because Farm Fresh Foxy still has one remaining game on Wednesday against Creamline.
So now we can practically forget everything that happened before this moment, because we're back to square one for Farm Fresh and Est Cola. Let's hope that everybody has warmed up and they're primed for the next 15 points or so. The very young Est Cola squad obviously has learned a lot already in the PVL, and they're looking to bring their confidence back to their home turf in Thailand. But if you're Farm Fresh, hindi ka naman din magpapahuli. This is a team that's relatively new as well in the PVL, especially if you compare it to the OGs.
Yeah.
They're trying to establish themselves as future contenders for our league.
Here we go, set number 5, a race to 15.
So
Here we
far,
go.
Coach Santos still building in the same lineup na ginamit niya ng fourth set, with Trisha Tubu starting as their opposite hitter.
She will be the first attacker, and Tubu will prevail.
Coming up from that back row attack.
That is point number 9 for Trisha Tubu in this matchup. She could be the 4th scorer to reach double figures for Farm Fresh, and now it is a service ace for Louis Romero.
Yeah, a good start here for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
That's the first point of Louis Romero in this match. And that's a woman who has given us 16 digs and 20 excellent sets. Cross court hit, no more save for Farm Fresh.
Yeah, 1-point game here for start of this 5th set.
We have Piano getting ready to serve. 9 points so far for her. Ball up by Bertolano. A chase for Louis. It's Tagsip who will score. And this is a different type of energy coming from Farm Fresh, especially Louis Romero.
Yeah, mas nagiging vocal siya coming into this 5th set. And more confidence for the side of the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Ball up by 9. Kaki will send it back to her leading scorer, and that will be point number 27 for Fern in this game.
27 big points for this open hitter of this young squad.
It is 2-3 in set number 5. A misreceive, regalo para kay Fern. And there's a violation as well committed by Farm Fresh.
Yeah, Louis Romero jumped back row siya, so that's a violation.
Back to a deadlock. 22 excellent sets for the 16-year-old setter of Est Cola. Trisha Tubu will respond.
A big opening there in the cross court for Trisha Tubu, because Sassy didn't jump for that cross court block.
There you have it, the 4th player to reach double figures in scoring today for Farm Fresh in Trisha Tubu. Ball up by Inc. Back set, Fern, cross court, zone 1.
Yeah, that's inside. We're tied at 4.
It could be a 30-piece for Fern in this game. She can actually finish as the #1 scorer of the Invitational Conference, having entered this game at number 3 as Tubu hits and scores again.
Serving for the Foxies, Trisha Tubu.
5-4. Palitan tayo dito.
Oo.
Which is what everybody would want to see if you think about it. Kaki onto the open.
Oh, good defense.
Trisha Tubu sending it to the back row of Est Cola. And here's the counter from Ice. Got a hand. Tamaro puts it up. Romero onto the open. Bertolano met at the net. Louis recalculating. 1-2 play. Ball saved. Great effort by Inc. Middle. Inc still there. Back row, it's Fern.
Oh, what a set.
Bertolano inside.
Mag-over ball na yung bola, but Louis Romero was still able to set that up. Take a look at that save from Ink.
There's the second save by Ink, and then there's the setup by Romero. Bit tight for her, but she was able to make the most out of it. Kaki onto the open. The buzzer sounded.
Yeah, what happened?
Clarify with our first referee. It could be about the
Wrong server?
rotation. Yeah. We're seeing the gesture of the number 12. It looks like Tubo should have been the server.
So a free point given to Est Cola. So wrong server committed by Farm Fresh Foxies.
5-6.
Oh, that's
Oh, it's an ace.
Yep. So we're tied at 6. Back-to-back point for Est Cola.
You have to be wary if you're Farm Fresh. You do not want that moment to be the ultimate changer here in set number 5. Romero, go back to Lai Bertolano. Dug up by Fern. It's 9 from the open. Valerio keeping it alive. Back row for Tamaru. No more save.
Yeah. That was long rallies. Ang dami natin nakitang magagandang depensa during that last sequence. But take a look at that back row attack by Tamaru.
Tamaru now has 14 points, 13 attacks. Playing with the flu in this matchup. Lai Bertolano. Service outside. Very unfortunate. And now we have a challenge.
Medyo manipis yung daan ng bola ng serve ni Bertolano. But this is a very tight 5th set and a very important match for both squads.
Still loving the energy that we're seeing from Est Cola. It's like they're cheering on the jumbo throw. As if it can change something. But let's see if that serve is actually in for Lai Bertolano. Yeah, that's out.
Yeah, unsuccessful challenge by the Foxies. So we're still tied at 7 points for this 5th set.
The score is tied at 7.
We shall proceed. This is the last point before our teams would change in terms of their position on the court. Tamaru able to drop that ball at the middle.
Yeah, good clip on the hand there for that open attack.
Change court tayo. Balikan natin si Kayla Castillo.
Nix and Paneng, during the huddle, Coach Shota Sato only had a few words for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Timing and be wise. He shared with me that the biggest lessons that they've learned this invitational conference is the importance of not only being physically prepared but also being mentally ready. It is quite obvious how the Foxies have struggled with consistency, and so setter Louie Romero told her teammates, now na, tiyagain na natin ngayon, hindi mamaya pa. Two young teams both very hungry for their first win. Let's see how this match turns out. Don't miss out on premier volleyball experience. Download the Pilipinas Live app for only 149 pesos per month. Mix and Paneng.
There you have it. This could be a character-defining moment after all for the Farm Fresh Foxies. And they would want to obviously test themselves and be successful in a match like this as they try to carry it to the next conferences of the PVL. As Riza Cruz gets ready to serve, they're up by 1. Received by Ink.
Oh, tough set.
Chance ball. Cruz to the open. Tamaru against 2 blockers, no problem.
The biggest lead so far for this set with 2 points advantage by the Farm Fresh Foxies and a timeout called here by Est Cola.
นิดเดียวเองนะเป็นโนเข้าเหมือนเดิมได้ค่ะ ไอ้มันโดนมือไหนวะเมื่อกี้มือซ้ายใช่ไหมเก่งนิดนึงไม่เป็นไรขอบอลแรกลูกหนึ่งเนยตั้งหลักใหม่เก่งมือขวาสุดแรงมันล้นเหรอเมื่อกี้ใช่ค่ะล้นนิดนึงเฮ้ยมีโอกาสอยู่เปลี่ยนคนอย่างเงี้ย
ถ้าบอลจะล้นอะพี่ว่าจับยัดให้สั้นง่ายกว่าอันนี้มันฝืนเยอะไงแค่นั้นเองไม่เป็นไรเปลี่ยนมาได้
Come to think of it, what Kyla mentioned about Farm Fresh will also apply to Est Cola, which is even the younger team.
Yeah, but you can sense the sense of urgency from the coaches of Est Cola. Kasi maiksi lang tong fifth set. We're only until 15, but 2 points advantage is already big.
Farm Fresh will give it up to Tamaru, sent back by the net defense of Est Cola. How about Ink's activity all game long? And now it is 9 who will score from the opposite.
Now using the hands of her blocker, scoring that point.
Against Saka Tamaru. 9 currently has 7 points as she serves. That's inside. Romero. Combination. Tamaru is blocked. And we have another deadlock.
And that was Fern who got that block. Take a look at that again. Ang layo ng pinanggalingan ni Tamaru. And the set in the middle was a bit low. Kaya naman nabantayan siya ng blockers ng Est Cola. So we're tied at 9 points.
Ball up by Bertolano. Tamaru again. Ball saved by Nui. Return to the middle by Pumin. Chance ball. Running hit. And that's Kyle Tagsim who will score her 18th point in this game.
That was a good slide attack from Tagsip dahil nababantayan na si Tamaru on the open. And that was a good decision by Louis Romero setting it up to Tagsip.
For redemption. Little blocker almost answered back for Est Cola.
Oh, top set.
One more for Fern.
What a defense by La Rosa.
Unfortunately, won't be saved anymore by Farm Fresh. That's 31 points for Fern in this game. A virtual race to 5 for Est Cola and Farm Fresh. Romero, quick look, back set to Tubu. That's dug up by Pumin. Nui onto the open. Romero still there. Delerio gives it up. Tamaru. That went to the line. It was a gamble for Piano. Unfortunately, it did not pay off for her. As Tamaru now serves with 18 points to her name. Set up onto Fern. That's inside. 32 points for the youngster. That was a sharp hit.
Score tied at 11. Serving for Est Cola, Antetokounmpo.
All. Romero, back set onto Trisha Tubu. Dug up by 9. Fern tried to go cross court, battle at the net. Kaki, back to Fern. She scores again, and Est Cola has the lead.
B-pass, okay, B-pass, okay. Now 3 spiker, no problem, B-pass. Okay, now spiker try, go spike. But now opponent, so very back. Okay, zone 8, try. Zone 8, okay. Good toss, zone 8, okay. Off the ball, straight, spike, okay. Okay, let's go, next point, next point.
It is clutch time for Trisha Tubu and the Farm Fresh Foxies as they take on Sassy and the rest of Est Cola here in set number 5. The tally is 12-11 inside the MOA Arena. Which team will get its first victory in the conference? Romero onto Tubu. Ball saved by 9. It gets returned onto Fern, who couldn't score. The counter comes from Bertolano.
Oh,
There's a check.
there was a check. That was a good down the line attack by Bertolano, tying the scores.
A virtual race to 3 for Est Cola and Farm Fresh. Zip sending it in straight to Ink at the middle.
Oh, good
Almost a
defense.
point by Sassy. Counter, Tubu. Another check.
Yeah, it all started with a good defense by Tagsip. And look at that set by Louis Romero.
That's a beautiful response off of their own timeout. As now, Est Cola has to regroup.
อีซ้ายมันจะบล็อกดีกว่าริมนู้น
ก็จ่ายทางพี่เฟิร์นได้ไงเฟิร์นอยู่นู่น
เฟิร์นต้องเรียกหน่อยเพราะว่าตัวอีซ้ายบล็อกดีกว่าริมนู้น ตัวซ้ายบล็อกดีกว่าริมนู้นเพราะฉะนั้นต้องเฟิร์นต้องเรียกนะแต่คู่เนี้ยขึ้นเต็มที่นิดคู่นี้ขึ้นเต็มที่นะ
Now Est Cola has their backs against the wall.
Yeah. From start nitong fifth set, pinakamalaking lamang lang na nagkaroon ay 2 points, right? Tapos itong patapos tayo ng fifth set, isahan na naman tayo.
Yes. The perfect way to end this match. 13-12. Kyle Tagsip will send it in. It's Fern. Dug up by Tamaru. Back set to Tubu. Got a hand there. 9 keeps it alive. Kaki. Back to Fern. Blocked. Coverage present. Different attacker. It's Ice. There you go. A beautiful read against the defense of Farm Fresh.
Hindi na nakahabol yung depensa ng Foxies. That was a good target right in between the defense of orange shirts. Take a look at that. Nag-aabang sila ng mga malalakas na palo eh.
Virtual race to 2 now. 13-all. But Fern is at the back row with 33 points to lead the way for Est Cola. Romero. Back to Tubu. And Trisha will deliver.
Single block for Trish Tubu. Giving match point to the Farm Fresh Foxies. Substitution here for Est Cola. 9 is now back in the court.
Trisha Tubu will now be served into the match. 14-13. That goes in. Received by Fern. It's Ice from the right. We have an extended set number 5.
Quick side out by Est Cola. And that was Ice on the opposite attack using the hands of Cruz to score that point and extending this fifth set.
14-all. Sassy at the service line. Received by Tamaru. Louis will give it up to Bertolano. Cross scored. A chase for Fern. It will be returned. A chance for Farm Fresh. Romero back to Bertolano. Oh, another save by Fern. Chance ball. The Foxies will go back to line. And it's Fern with another dig. Ice. Yes!
Oh!
What a response by Est Cola.
That was tatlong beses nag-defense si Fern.
Yes.
That's out of the 3 attacks ni Bertolano. But it all ended with that opposite attack by 9.
That's the 3rd clutch point of Ice in this game. Match point, Est Cola. Romero, back row for Tamaru. Oh, that drops. We're not yet done.
Sumabit sa net but nag-hesitate yung defense ng Est Cola. Farm Fresh Foxies.
Bertolano will now be serving. Ball up by 9. Kaki, back set. Saved by Lai. Tamaru now at the front row. She's blocked.
No coverage there for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
My goodness, how about the net defense of Est Cola responding to the call against the attacking prowess of Asaka Tamaru. 16-15, a miss receive. Oh my goodness! Est Cola will win this game in 5 sets, 17-15.
Well, that was a good serve by Est Cola, forcing the receivers of Farm Fresh Foxies to commit spotty receives and definitely winning this match by a service ace by Ice. It deserved the second look. And this panalo play of the game is brought to you by Yakult. Yakult every day okay.
What a beautiful finish by Ice. Came off the bench in this matchup. That's a total of 4 clutch points for her. And she will finish with a total of 18, complementing the 33-point output of Fern.
That's right. And actually, parang nag-iba na rin yung momentum and yung energy ng Est Cola dahil dun sa tatlong magandang defense ni Fern during the latter part of that 5th set. But take a look at that score, 17-15, Est Cola getting their first win of this conference.
And they just gave themselves a good chance to compete in the bronze medal match this coming Thursday. So their journey might not be complete as of yet. And as for Farm Fresh, they will have a very important game this coming Wednesday against the Creamline Pool Smashers.
Right, but it's also a good game by the Farm Fresh Foxies. There are times na parang sa kanila na yung laro, but yung momentum nawawala sa kanila or yung end game hindi nila na gagawa.
Such a beautiful finish for us, and we always describe this Est Cola team as a happy team. Now we're bound to see even more happiness from them as they rightfully celebrate together as the youngest squad in our Invitational Conference. We have a couple of players at under 16, a couple at under 19, and this is just truly magical for them here inside the MOA Arena. Standouts, as you mentioned, Ice and Fern. And how about the setter as well? The 16-year-old setter holding her ground in Kaki.
Well, she's also one of the players na talagang nakapagpa-activate sa kanyang mga attackers. And there were a lot of set plays na na-execute nila for this game. And it worked well for Est Cola.
Now we go to Kyla Castillo, who is present with our best player in this matchup.
That is right, Migs and Paneng. I'm now with our best player of the game, Fern of Est Cola, with 33 big points. And of course, I have some help here with me. Thank you so much, Pitara. She will be helping me understand our best player of the game. So first, I want to ask her, how does she feel right now getting your first win of the Invitational Conference?
รู้สึกดีใจมากค่ะ
She feels so happy and very happy for the first win.
That's really great to hear, PT Tara. Now, Fern, I also like to know, how did you adjust? You know, you were able to bring this to a 5-setter match against the Farm Fresh Foxies. How were the Est Cola able to adjust? How were you able to adjust against the Farm Fresh Foxies?
ก็รู้สึกกดดันอยู่นะคะแล้วก็แบบว่าตื่นเต้นนะคะที่ได้เจอแบบคนที่เก่าค่ะ
She feels so pressure and excited to against with the pro volleyball players.
Well, that's good because you, Fern, are able to, you know, translate that pressure and excitement into your first win of the Invitational Conference. Now, for my last question, PT Tara, I want to know, how is Fern's experience so far playing here in the PVL, the Premier Volleyball League here in the Philippines?
รู้สึกดีใจค่ะแล้วก็ตื่นเต้นที่แบบได้มาเล่นแบบว่าที่ต่างประเทศเป็นทีมชาติไทยค่ะ
She feels so happy
to represent Thailand because she used to play in the SEA game with the senior team, but now she is a leader in the older in the team. The first time to Philippines here, she feels so happy, exciting.
Well, it might be her first time, but she was already able to make a mark here in the Philippines. Now, Fern, would you like to greet anyone, friends, family, anyone that is watching today? Greetings for the fans, family.
ก็มาเชียร์ทีมไทยกันเยอะๆนะคะ แล้วก็ขอบคุณที่มาเชียร์ค่ะ
Please to support Thailand team and thank everyone for supporting the team.
There you have it once again. Moa Arena, our best player of the game, Fern of Est Cola. Thank you so much to PT Tara. Now let's wave goodbye to the cameras, Fern. Now back to you, Migs and Paneng.
Mahali kita.
There you have it. Thank you so much, Fern. Once again, 33 big points. Back to you, Migs and Paneng.
So it's one last injection of good vibes from Fern, who has given us her smile in her 4 games here in the Invitational Conference, and she will wrap it up with 33 points in that victory versus Farm Fresh. Up next, we will present to you the 2 teams who are still undefeated in our campaign. The Signal HD Spikers will take on the Creamline Cool Smashers. Thank you for joining us in our first game for Kyla Castillo and Paneng Niconic Swarter. My name is Mix Gomez. Congratulations to Est Cola, and watch out for more. Up next, it's Signal versus Creamline.